Here, breaking news just came out. Chicago prosecutors dropped charges against Jussie Smollett over faked hate crime. 16 felony counts wiped clean. And then we're going to report Chicago police furious after state's attorney Kim Foxx drops charges against hoaxer Jussie Smollett. Now remember, she didn't want to be part of this. Remember I talked about this prior, Kim Foxx, the state attorney, I believe she's the state attorney general. I'm not sure if she's the attorney general, but she didn't want to be part of it. She recused herself. And then it says Chicago Police Union wants federal investigation into Kim Foxx's handling of case after she exchanged texts with Smollett's relatives. Okay. I haven't listened to this yet. I listened to a little bit on Fox News. But let me tell you right now, the question here to get to the bottom of this is, why did they drop the charges? When you get to that answer, you'll find out why the deep state in the state of Illinois has acted once again in favor of their characters, their actors of propaganda, of race baiting. That's what you're seeing here. Okay? But nobody on mainstream media that I know of has even thought of asking that question. Why would they drop the charges? Why? Because it's obvious that the Chicago police are not part of them, are they? That's why they filed the charges in the first place. It's obvious he has no, and here's the second thing you need to understand about this story. He just came out and says, this is like I said, I've always been telling you the truth straight from the day I was born. I wouldn't be a Smollett if I wasn't telling the truth, or something like that. Now I'm going to ask you one other question. What did you expect him to say after the deep state worked for him to exonerate him of dropping charges? What did you would you expect him to say anything but that? That's just like par for the course. I mean, of course he's going to say that. Why on earth would he say now, I'm telling you that I did lie and I made up the hoax? Well, all the proof is right there. There is no proof of his story, but all the proof that he did what he did and perpetrated a hate hoax crime, he's guilty of. It's all there. So the question again is, why did the state prosecutors drop the charges? Because they work with the deep state. And this Kim Foxx is in on it, obviously. Two-tier justice, very true. Chicago prosecutors dropped charges against actor Jussie Smollett on Tuesday. All charges were dropped via the Sun-Times. Again, you cannot paint Chicago police as all corrupt. It is the higher ups, the echelon, that always works. Okay? Don't be blamed. See, what the echelons want you to do is they want you to hate the police. That's what they do. So what do? They get people to shoot policemen, the lower people that work hard as slaves to keep America clean of crime. But the perpetrators of the crimes are those who let Jussie Smollett go and Jussie Smollett. They're the ones that are doing it. But they want you to hate the local policemen, you see? Because it's not them. Via the Sun-Times, the actor who was charged with 16 counts of disorderly conduct for allegedly hiring two men to attack him in a staged hate crime attack near his Streeterville home in January, the very nice neighborhood in the middle of the night. What a joke. In the middle of the night when it's 17 degrees outside, two white men were waiting for Jussie Smollett to beat him up. Are you serious? There's no circumstantial evidence or possibility that could even happen. They have reached a deferred prosecution deal with prosecutors that will wipe out the charges against him. Smollett will forfeit the $10,000 he posted for bond. On Monday, Smollett's attorney Mark Garagos was linked to the Michael Avenatti criminal complaints. Yeah, and I was just going to report that. The same. Yeah, this guy is really corrupt. And I already reported on this guy before. I said, this guy is nasty. Celebrity attorney Mark Garagos fired by CNN after he was named co-conspirator in Avenatti criminal complaint. We already know Avenatti's toast. Well, he's in big trouble. We'll see what Lady Justice does for him. But and now we see the same attorney is representing this fool. And Smollett and his attorneys are sticking with their lies about the alleged attack. That's right. Today, all criminal charges against Jussie Smollett were dropped, and his record has been wiped clean of the filing of this tragic complaint against him. No, it's not wiped clean, because the Chicago police are furious. And they want a federal investigation. Now, whether the federal investigation is actually going to happen, and if it would be true, justice would come to Jussie Smollett under a federal investigation. It really depends on the judge and the prosecutors, doesn't it? But you know the deep state's going to bring in as many actors as they can to protect him. That's what they do. He's a propaganda machine. He's just perpetrating hate hoaxes and race baiting, excuse me. Just got a tip from Chicago police source that S.A. Kim Foxx is going to drop the charges against Jussie Smollett. The question Chicago police now have for him is, how does Smollett plan to reimburse the city for all the money that was spent on his investigation? They don't care. They don't care if the taxpayer pays it. Since when did the deep state care about you paying for their investigations, like in Robert Mueller's special prosecutor against Donald Trump's witch hoax for almost 2 years, $25 million later? Since when do they care? And so the final story, Chicago Police Union wants federal investigation into Kim Foxx's handling of case after she exchanged texts with Smollett's relatives. Crooked Chicago prosecutors dropped the charges against hate hoaxer Jussie Smollett on Tuesday. And again, why isn't anyone asking the question, why can you drop charges that are obvious? Because we gotta perpetuate that the black man is righteous and the white man is a devil. Unless you're a politician. Then we're all good. Except for the Republicans. All Republican politicians are devils, white devils. Even if you got black skin, you're a white devil. All charges were dropped. Let's see if we can move on down here. The Chicago Police Union won a federal investigation into Cook County State's Attorney Kim Foxx's handling at Smollett's case after text messages revealed she was communicating with Jussie Smollett's relatives and supporters about their concerns over his case. Ooh. In one text exchange with a Smollett relative, Kim Foxx is reassuring them that she spoke to the superintendent and asked for a favor. I'll keep you posted, Foxx said in a tweet. Oh my God, this would be a huge victory, the Smollett relative said in a response. I make no guarantees, but I'm trying, Foxx replied. I'm trying to tip Lady Justice in favor of Jussie, the sodomite, Hollywood actor. Kim Foxx later recused herself from the case, you see, and then she dropped the charges. See, I don't get it. How can you drop the charges after you recuse yourself from the case? The police union wants the feds to determine whether Kim Foxx broke the law. Now that statement right there, that tells you the Chicago police are straight up. but the Chicago prosecutors are majorly corrupt. Why do you think there's so much murder in Chicago? They work for the deep state, folks, and the deep state wants to bring in Islam radicals. Rahm Emanuel, their mayor, they want to destroy Chicago. Why do you think Chicago is the murder capital of the world? If you think it's just because of drugs and basic crime and blame it on the black guy, you'd be seriously wrong. It's not just the black guy. It's the corrupt deep state working there.